Cavaliers. They've got Garland. Mobley is out there with Lowry Markkanen. Then it's Okoro. And it's LeVert in at the shooting guard position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Irving is out there with Curry. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Garland against Irving. Outside, Markkanen. Five on the clock. Off target from the wing. Garland against Irving. Lets it go with the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, Kyrie Irving is a 3-level scorer. The three-point shot is definitely in his arsenal.
Markkanen passes to Mobley. LeVert in the corner. Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Brown. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Over Drummond. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, such confidence on display from Darius Garland. Doesn't waste possessions, aggressive offensively.
Curry with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Durant, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Garland kicks to LeVert. Passes to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brown outside. Drummond sets the screen for Brown. Back to Irving. Drummond with a screen on Garland. Irving can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the left side wing. Okoro kicks to Garland. Markkanen against Durant. The pass to Okoro. There's LeVert. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Karis LeVert's a crafty player. This is a guy who knows how to get shots over the interior defense.
Garland against Irving. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
And it's blocked. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Okoro passes to Garland. Markkanen against KD. Back to Garland. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor. Big-time defensive block.
And that one's good. Durant.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Mobley. And it's sent back by Drummond. Stolen by Markkanen. It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to Mobley. Out to the right wing. Mobley sets the pick for Okoro. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Markkanen from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Markkanen's got 5.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. He loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
And here is Drummond after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Mobley. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Markkanen a screen on Brown. Okoro passes to Markkanen. The fader. That one good for 2. Markkanen's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Right side Curry. From downtown, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
Mobley with it, working on Drummond. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Passes it to LeVert. To the paint. Garland kicks to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And it's LeVert missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
The pass to Curry. Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. LeVert grabs the miss. Cavaliers trailing. To the wing on the left. To the middle. Okoro passes to LeVert. Irving against Garland. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Oh, that's blocked.
The aggressiveness from Okoro to send that back. Not in my house.
Garland kicks to Okoro. Mobley with it, working on Drummond. Deflects the pass. Here's Okoro. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Durant feeling it out a bit. Pass to Irving. Brown with it. Curry passes to Drummond. Lobbed up there for Drummond. An emphatic LU jam.
Andre Drummond, my goodness, throw it up high. Let him finish the rest.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Feeds it to Mobley. Over Drummond. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. The Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Curry against LeVert. Curry kicks to Irving. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Irving missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Markkanen. 7 points in the game. Garland against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Okoro. That shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Outside Curry. Markkanen against Durant. Drummond a screen. From 13. And Drummond throws it down.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Edwards comes in for Brown. Mills, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Dragic in for Irving. Here's Steffens. Pass to Osman. Now here's Love. Just 4 to shoot. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
That's leading by 6. Up top, Dragic. He's covered by Rondo. And Goran Dragic gets the 3.
As the screener in the pick and roll, your job's easy. When Dragic is running it, just set a solid screen and let him do the rest.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Steffens to the wing right side. It's Drummond with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Here's Claxton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Dragic. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Rondo, and it's sent back by Drummond. 1:52 left in the first quarter, and Mills kicks to Dragic. Here's Drummond. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the left wing. Back to Rondo. Cleveland moving the ball around. Passes it to Stevens. Here's Osman. To end the drought. Cans it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Dragic the pass to Drummond. Back to Dragic, and here's Mills. Drummond the screen, the 3, buries the long-range jumper. And the Nets lead by 9.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Dragic the pass to Drummond. 36 seconds left to play in the first.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Indoors, you can feel Andre Drummond's presence all over the floor. But it's really on the glass where he is truly at his most dominant.
He is nearly unmatched in terms of his rebounding ability. This guy is a multi-time league leader in that stat. He works so hard to secure possessions for his team.
Free throw good, Drummond.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Chalk up 2 there. Osman's got 5 now.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Dragic against Rondo. Now Dragic. The pass to Mills. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 9. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And now, in his mid-30s, Rajon Rondo still going strong. He shed some light on how he's able to remain in top form.
I feel young. I feel athletic at times. I still feel fast. Feel good. My body feels great. Lifting, yoga, whatever it takes to take care of my body.
And Rondo's writing a strong second chapter to his career for sure.
And 4 All-Star appearances and a title in Boston. So some had written him off, but he's showing he is not done yet.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
On the court for Cleveland, Osman in at the forward with Love joining him. LeVert out there with Darius Garland. And it's Mobley in at the center. Now, here is Irving. 35 points for him last game against Indiana. Claxton with the bucket.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to LeVert. Over to the left wing. Mobley with it. Durant's there. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Love misses off the right iron. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Indiana. Pass to Irving. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Durant with the wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, it doesn't get any better than this. Kevin Durant's stroke from three-point range is money.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. It's a 14-point game. He kicks it to Love. Love with another miss. And Mobley throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's Irving. The Cavaliers making the shot. Outside, KD. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Nets.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Now, here's Garland. An 11-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee. Love with the screen for Garland. Takes it inside. Makes it off the glass. Garland's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. KD, a screen on Garland. Irving drives in. The shot's good. And the Nets lead by 12.
I could make the case Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler of all time. On the dribble drive, look out.
Mobley misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Irving. Six to shoot.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision-making simply outstanding.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Over to the wing. Love kicks to Garland. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Nets. Okoro, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Goes up off the inbound. Garland. With the bucket. He's got 8. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Outside Curry. Kicks it to KD. And there's the pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. No good on that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Out to the wing. Now, here's Okoro. Not a lot of room. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
No tremendous poise from Okoro on that play. Takes the contact, concentrates through the finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Well, the physical gifts of Isaac Okoro are evident. Now it's about what are my best skills and what can help me become a real rotation player in the NBA.
Now here's Durant. A 20-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence in getting to the free throw line really paid off for them. Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Garland kicks to Love. Pass to Okoro. Shoots over Brown. Back to Love. Pass to LeVert. Mobley sets the pick for LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that Caris LeVert can flat out score the basketball. I think the key for him moving forward, just become more and more efficient because the ability is there.
LeVert hits both of them. Brooklyn with the ball. Irving kicks to Durant. Passes it to Curry. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Curry's got 5 points so far. Now the pass to LeVert. Inside. Pass to Okoro. Going inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
This guy's just such a natural slasher. Okoro has just enough juice on that first step to force defenders to take bad angles.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
in talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
That's good from Okoro.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They have a 9-point lead. Brown outside. Offline with his three. That's tipped. Now, here's Garland. 8 points for him. Mobley the pass to Love. To the inside. Now, here's Okoro. He's covered by Brown. 11 feet away. Okoro's shot is off.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Now, here's Irving. He's covered closely. And here's KD for three. The Cavaliers trail by 9. LeVert kicks to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around. Back to LeVert. Just 5 on the clock. Dishes it to Mobley. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists in the game. Brooklyn leading by 7. Curry finds KD. And on the way from Irving for 3. A three-pointer's right on target. Irving's got 11 points.
Well, the defense was there. It just simply didn't matter to Kyrie Irving. This guy makes a living hitting contested shots.
One thing Irving's been doing more of, using his offhand in the lane to hit floaters, and even on jump shots.
This guy is so creative, so inventive. The ability to make last-second adjustments. And I mean that whether he's in the air off his feet or with his handle, his ability to keep defenders guessing is truly incredible.
Takes the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
To the right side. They set the pick. Lets it go. It's stolen by Brown. Curry on the wing. He feeds it to Irving. Got a piece of it. Curry against LeVert. Counted. His second make in 4 attempts.
And there's a deceptive strength to the lean frame of Caris LeVert, showing tremendous strength on his way to a tough finish.
Nets leading by 11. Irving looking for an opening. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Now here's Love. 32 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds.
Okoro with it. He's covered by Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Garland. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
Well, certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
That's good from Okoro.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Brooklyn making some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Edwards comes in for Brown. And it's Dragic in for Irving. And then for Cleveland, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Love. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Garland. And so he makes both from the line. Brooklyn leading by 9. And here is Curry. He has 5. Outside, KD. The kick out to Dragic. And he drives in. Got a hand on it. LeVert against Curry. Pass to Markkanen. Mobley dishes to Okoro. LeVert the pass to Markkanen. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Mobley. Over Durant. Goran Dragic grabs the board. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 14 points. Back to KD. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
And stolen by Drummond. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. All going up court. And it's denied. Durant against Markkanen. And the pass to Mobley. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to Edwards. Now Drummond. 3-pointer. No good from Durant.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Rondo finds Markkanen. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okoro. Dives to the hoop. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. 9 points for Isaac Okoro. Edwards passes to Drummond. Outside, KD. Connects from 3-point range. Durant's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nets.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Markkanen passes to Mobley. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Mobley sets the pick for Markkanen. Shoots over KD. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight. KD's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Okoro passes to Mobley.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
For 3, Durant, and he's good on the 3-ball. KD's got 17.
Kevin Durant's ability to catch and release before the defense can react, so critical, so sweet.
And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Thanks, Josh. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had the day off. We need to get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, Shaq, we need you to provide sound effects. They took the reins in the first half, galloping ahead. Now, soaring like an eagle.
That's not an eagle. That's a pterodactyl.
They hope they don't lay an egg.
I literally cannot believe we just did that.
Don't be jealous, Kenny.
Can you give me that egg sound effect again?
Oh.
And taking a glance now at this game, right now it's a big-time lead for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they've been incredible from beyond the arc. They're scoring the three in bunches, sinking them at a high rate. If the defense continues to allow open looks in the second half, I'll keep saying, fire, fire.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nets leading by 13. Durant is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Curry in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving can't hit. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. LeVert with it. Guarded now by Durant. LeVert kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Garland. Here's Okoro, guarded by Curry. Shoots from 14. And too long on the shot. The Nets shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Brown dishes to Irving. Outside Curry. For the 3. Here's Drummond. Lays it up off the glass. Drummond's got 9 points.
Well, if you're that size and you're Andre Drummond, be aggressive and assertive in the paint. I'm going to dictate the action inside, he says.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Mobley. Irving against Garland. Passes to KD. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Okoro's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
That's what we call embracing the physicality of the game. Andre Drummond, never afraid of taking contact.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw, good, Drummond.
Boy, one thing you can say about Andre Drummond, he is so steady. Statistically, it's the same story every year.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Garland, the pass to Mobley. He dishes it to Markkanen. 3rd quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 11.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The 3-point shot so highly valued.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Irving. And it's blocked. They get it back. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Durant against Markkanen. LeVert the pass to Okoro. Out left to the wing. Markkanen a screen on Irving. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Drummond. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his third assist on the night.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Now, here's Markkanen. 9 points in the game so far. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. KD finds Irving. Curry looking it over. There's the pass to Drummond. Outside for Curry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 8.
Look at how composed Seth Curry is beyond the arc. Takes a shot like that and knows it's going in.
And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Mills in for Curry. Then for the Cavaliers, Love comes in for Mobley. And it's Cedi Osman in for LeVert. And he makes that one. And that's now 11 points for Isaac Okoro.
Wow, that's a nice burst of power from Okoro. Use your muscles to get past that contact.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Durant dishes to Brown. Good, nice job down low. And the Nets lead by 15. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Garland the pass to Okoro. Garland kicks to Okoro. Cleveland moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Markkanen in the corner. Offensive rebound. He gets that one. Love's got his first points of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving against Garland. Irving passes to KD. Over Markkanen. KD with the bucket. Durant's got 19 points.
Well, because of the size. Kevin Durant can get a clean look from mid-range pretty much any time he wants.
Now, here's Okoro. He's covered by Brown. There's Garland. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Brown sets a screen for Durant. Softly drops in the floater. KD's got 4 this quarter.
Guys, so difficult to disrupt Kevin Durant's rhythm. The release point's so good. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is unstoppable.
Love with the screen on Irving. There's Garland. Here's Osman. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Yeah, something else that stands out tonight is how many assists they have.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Irving. He's got 14. There's the lob to the hoop. Knocked loose and stolen by Love. Down low, Garland. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Mills passes to KD. Back to Mills. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Pass to Osman. Outside Markkanen. Outside Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Osman, covered by Mills. And it's Osman missing.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. So for the Nets, Edwards, he's checked in for Durant, and it's Dragic in for Irving. Then for the Cavaliers, Stevens is checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Garland. And the free throw, no good. Here's Love. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Love's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you know this about Kevin Love. He is willing to be a workhorse on the glass for them, and you will not have him ever give up on a play. Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Rondo with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Osman, covered by Mills. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Kevin Love.
Well, you like to see Kevin Love operate from there. Yes, he can shoot the three, but he's also a dangerous interior scorer.
Dragic the pass to Claxton. Brown right side. Mills. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So a moment now to see the story on Goran Dragic, how he performed last season. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
And Rondo drops them both. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Nets passing it around. Mills passes to Dragic. Here's Brown, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Love against Edwards. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. He doesn't hit that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Markkanen. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
To the paint, here's Love, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Evan Mobley.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
The first free throw is good.
See, I think you have to respect the versatility of Kevin Love, guys. This guy can shoot it from anywhere. He rebounds at a high level. Everything you'd want in a big man in today's NBA, Kevin Love provides.
Good on both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Now, here's Mills. Defense is right there. 13 feet away. Edwards kicks to Dragic. There's the drive. Here's Claxton. He's yet again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And now the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The Nets making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And that one misses. And Markkanen out of Finland, Greg, was one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find 7-footers that can shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Here's Claxton. 8 points for him. Edwards kicks to Mills. Edwards with the screen, with the drive, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Drummond's checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Shot clock at 2. Here's Dragic. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
This is what we call strength from a veteran big man. Andre Drummond, no stranger to taking punishment and scoring through it.
Rondo against Dragic. Rondo kicks to Markkanen. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Markkanen's got 12.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Dragic the pass to Mills. It's stolen by Rondo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Nets leading by 6. Dragic dishes to Edwards. Outside Curry. Launches a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 11.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open. And they just got burned.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Rondo passes to Osman. And there's the feed to Mobley. And it's good for 2. That's 10 points for Evan Mobley.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And the shot is good. And the Nets lead by 9.
Nice move there by Dragic, navigating the paint well to find himself an open look.
Rondo scanning the floor. Inside, got a piece of it, and stolen by Drummond. Gets the pass to Curry. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You can see how hard it is to shake Seth Curry's focus. Body him up all you want. If this guy's locked in, he's going to get a bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Last year, 90%, and he was right there among the best in the league with that percentage.
Free throw good, Curry.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets out in front. They lead by 12. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Darius Garland is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Okoro. And it's Osman in at the power forward.
Really heads-up play by Kyrie Irving. On time and on target pass. We've seen that before.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Mobley kicks to LeVert. Passes it to Osman. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his fourth assist in this one.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Here's Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
It's LeVert on the wing. No good from outside.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Drummond kicks to Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Curry. It falls for his seventh bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I think he's adding more toughness to his game, and it's great to see Seth Curry stick with it and finish strong.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Here's Osman. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. Here's Curry. To the inside, Durant, and he comes up with the deuce. KD's got 26.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. And the pass to LeVert. It's Mobley, top of the key. He kicks it to Okoro. To the middle. It's LeVert on the wing. Guarded by Curry. It's good.
That's just a feel that you have in the pick-and-roll game. Really good understanding of how to break the defense down by Karis.
Here's Irving. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Nets lead by 15.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, Okoro, outside Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. out in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's just tremendous focus from the young guy, Darius Garland. Takes the punishment, figures out how to score it.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Drummond. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Throw good, Garland.
You know what you love about Darius Garland's potential? It's as a scorer in this league, right? He's so aggressive. He plays assertively. And that, to me, is the key for young players.
Here's Brown driving inside. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Okoro. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Kept alive. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Now, here is Irving. Kicks to Brown. Pass to Claxton. Outside Durant. From deep. And the Nets, another three.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Moving against Garland. So the wing on the left. Okoro. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious. Takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Okoro passes to Garland. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. And that's 20 points for Darius Garland. Nets leading by 18. Brown finds Irving. Driving the lane. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 18 points for Kyrie Irving. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Clock at 6. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
This young guy is a solid creator in pick-and-roll play. Darius Garland getting repetition and making a nice play.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Throw good, Mobley. Brooklyn leading by 17. And here is Curry, serving a screen on LeVert. Baseline J on the way. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's LeVert. Rebounded by the Nets. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Curry dishes to Durant. Inside, here's Claxton, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Cleveland. No good on that one.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
No good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Okoro with it. Pass to Markkanen. Garland left side. Markkanen sets the pick for Garland. Shoots over Brown. And that one hits back iron. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They led the game at 1 point by 20. The dish now to Curry. Brown feeling it out a bit. The pass to Irving. Shoots over Garland. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Curry against LeVert. Pass to Garland. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Durant.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And that one, good.
Kyrie Irving is one of the most clever scorers in the game of basketball. When he starts to feel it, it's going to be a long night for the defense.
Timeout called, Cleveland. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Irving passes to Durant. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The Nets need to get a shot off here. They get it back. Claxton. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 21.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
LeVert against Curry. Looking to get back on track here. And the layup good by LeVert. LeVert's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that's just about strength right there. Karis LeVert just simply refuses to be denied.
Nets leading by 19 points. Curry passes to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Brown. KD sets the pick for Brown. Over Okoro. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
It's Mobley, top of the key. He kicks to Okoro. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Drummond's checked in for Brooklyn. And so he hits both. Here's Irving. It's Drummond, high post. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Garland against Irving. The drive by Garland. The leaner falls for him. That was a difficult shot. Garland's got 7 points here in this quarter. Outside Irving. KD passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. Outside Durant. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
This guy is maybe one of the most dangerous shooters in the history of the league. Defense doing everything it can. Durant says, this is my game.
Feeds to Mobley. Kicks it to Okoro. Passes to Mobley. Over Irving. Mobley misses. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Edwards comes in for Brown. And it's Dragic in for Irving. And so it's Cleveland with it. Rondo passes to Osman. Back to Rondo. Now the pass to Osman. Here's Stephens, guarded by Kerr. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Knocks it loose. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Dragic to the left side wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for KD.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Shot clock at 6. Irving kicks to Edwards. The offensive rebound. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. Here's Stephens. He's covered by Brown.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. And here are the Cavaliers now. He takes it in. Here's Okoro. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Katie, what was the big thing to secure this win?
I like how active we were on the defensive side of the ball to start the game. We made shots tonight, and it's always good when you make shots. It brings more energy into the building, and I'm glad we got a W.
You earned it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.